IRS refunds. Why? Everyone is talking about it. IRS refunds are trending everywhere right now, and if you've been online lately, you've probably seen people asking the same questions over and over again. Why is my refund taking so long? Is the IRS paying more this year? Did I mess something up? Where is my refund? And the reason this topic is blowing up isn't random. It happens every year, but this year, it's bigger, louder, and more confusing than usual. So in this video, we're breaking everything down. This applies to U.S. taxpayers, meaning U.S. citizens, residents, and anyone who earned taxable income in the United States. What an IRS refund actually is, why it's trending right now, when are you really getting paid, what's causing delays, and how to avoid mistakes that could cost you weeks or even months. Let's get into it. What is an IRS refund really? At its core, an IRS refund is simple. Throughout the year, taxes are taken out of your paycheck automatically. This includes federal income tax and sometimes extra withholdings depending on how you filled out your W-4 form. If the IRS calculates that you paid more taxes than you actually owed, they send the extra money back to you. That money coming back to you is your tax refund. It's not a bonus. It's not free money. It's literally your own money that you overpaid. And for millions of Americans, that refund is a big deal. You can use it to catch up on rent, pay off debt, cover medical bills, or just breathe for a moment financially. That's why refund season always creates anxiety, and this year, even more so. Why IRS refunds are trending right now. The first and biggest reason is simple. Tax season has officially started. The IRS opened the filing season in late January, which means millions of people are filing returns at the same time. When that happens, searches for IRS refund, where's my refund, and tax refund date explode overnight. But that's not the only reason. This year, there are real changes that are making people nervous and curious. Tax law changes and refund expectations. A major reason refunds are trending is because people believe their refund might be bigger this year. Inflation adjustments, tax bracket changes, and updated deductions mean some taxpayers may see higher refunds, while others may be shocked to see smaller ones. That uncertainty drives conversation. People compare numbers online. They post screenshots. They argue about whether refunds are going up or down. And when money is involved, attention follows. Another reason refunds are trending is because the IRS itself is changing how things work. Some free filing tools that people relied on in the past are no longer available or have been limited. That's pushing more people toward paid tax services, which increases frustration and fear of mistakes. On top of that, the IRS is cracking down on errors and questionable claims more aggressively than before. That means more reviews, more delays, and more people stuck waiting. Social media makes it worse. Social media plays a huge role in why this topic is exploding. You'll see posts like, "I filed 5 days ago and got my refund already. I filed 2 weeks ago and still nothing. The IRS is holding my money hostage." Some of those stories are true. Some are missing key details. And some are straight up misinformation. But they all create panic. When you see others getting paid faster, you assume something is wrong with your own return, even when everything is actually normal. When do IRS refunds actually arrive? This is the question everyone wants answered. Here's the honest truth. If you e-file your return and choose direct deposit, most refunds are issued within 10 to 21 days after the IRS accepts your return. That's the average timeline. However, that doesn't mean everyone gets paid in 3 weeks. Some refunds are delayed automatically. If you claimed certain credits, especially the Earned Income Tax Credit or the Child Tax Credit, the IRS is legally required to hold those refunds until mid-February or later. Even if you filed early, even if everything is correct, that delay is built into the system to prevent fraud. Why some refunds take much longer? Now let's talk about delays, because this is where most people get frustrated. Refunds usually get delayed for one of 3 reasons. The first is errors. A wrong Social Security number, a mismatched income report, incorrect bank details, or math that doesn't add up. Even small mistakes can trigger a manual review. The second reason is identity verification. If the IRS thinks your return looks unusual compared to previous years, they may pause your refund to confirm it's really you. This can add weeks or months. The third reason is false or risky claims. Every year, social media spreads tax hacks that promise bigger refunds. Many of them are wrong. Some are illegal, and others trigger audits or holds. If the IRS flags your return because of questionable credits or deductions, your refund won't move until they finish reviewing it. How to check your refund status. The IRS provides a tool called Where's My Refund? This tool updates once per day and shows 3 stages. Return received, refund approved, refund sent. If your status hasn't changed in days, that doesn't automatically mean there's a problem. It often just means your return is still being processed. Calling the IRS usually won't speed anything up unless the tool specifically tells you to contact them. Common mistakes that cost people time and money. Let's talk about the mistakes people make every year that delay refunds. The biggest one is bank information errors. If your direct deposit details are wrong, your refund can bounce back and turn into a paper check, adding weeks. Another mistake is copying advice from social media. Just because someone else claimed a credit doesn't mean you qualify for it. The IRS cross-checks everything with employer records and financial institutions. If the numbers don't match, your refund stops moving. Another common mistake is rushing. People file fast to get in line early, but they don't double-check details. Speed doesn't matter if your return gets flagged. Accuracy does. Why refunds feel more important than ever. There's a deeper reason this topic resonates so much right now. Money is tight. Prices are higher. Debt levels are up. Savings are down. For many people, a tax refund isn't a bonus. It's survival money. That emotional weight makes every delay feel personal. It makes every headline feel urgent. And it's why IRS refunds trend every year, especially during economic pressure. What you should do right now. If you've already filed, here's what matters. Be patient during the first 21 days. Check your status once per day. Don't rely on social media timelines. And avoid contacting the IRS unless instructed. If you haven't filed yet, take your time. Double-check everything. Use legitimate filing methods. And choose direct deposit. A clean return process is faster than a rushed one. IRS refunds are trending because they sit at the intersection of money, stress, and timing. Tax season just started. Rules have changed. People are financially stretched. And social media amplifies every rumor. Some people will get paid quickly. Others will wait longer. That doesn't automatically mean something is wrong. Understanding how the system actually works removes a lot of fear. And staying accurate beats trying to game the system every single time. If you found this breakdown helpful, let me know in the comments. Have you filed already? Are you still waiting on your refund? Or are you planning to file soon? Subscribe for more clear, no-panic explanations about money, taxes, and real-world finance. And I'll see you in the next one.